Hey, hi, good afternoon. So, I believe, are we going to start the session now? Okay, sure. Then let's start the session. So, hi guys, I am Arjun. I'm part of the talent acquisition team of Haptik, which is part of Reliance. And today we are going to have a conversation regarding gig economy or how to be part of gig economy and what is there to be a gig employee. So, very good afternoon to one and all. Starting with, see, let's take a scenario where now the legal codes have changed in India, especially related to gig employees or gig workers. And we are going to divide the session into three parts. The first part, we are going to talk about what are the benefits or how the legal framework changed for gig employees in India. That is one. Or freelancing, gig workers, contract employees, all these three category. What all changes are there in the Indian economy right now? That's one. Second thing, how to identify the right gig work for you, or how to identify a freelancing job or a contract work for you. And finally, let's talk about, in fact, more into how you can plan into it and which platforms that you can use for the same. So, starting with the first aspect itself, which is the legal framework. So, when it comes to legal framework, according to the current labor reform law that we had, going forth, the gig workers, where if you are planning to search for any kind of gig jobs, you will be identified as an employee or a worker. You will have that status going forth. So what will change? Companies have to issue you offer letters, right? I mean, if you are joining a company as a freelancer, or if you are joining the company, let's take as a contract employee, unlike earlier, not just a mail confirmation, but a legally signed contract letter or an offer letter is required for the same. So what will happen? I mean, it will show, I mean, you will have documents to show your association with different organizations in the market, and it's easy for you to showcase your experience as well. One of the major challenge faced by gig workers were that, right? I mean, you are part of a project, but you don't have any proof to showcase that you're part of a project, majorly because you have that non-confidential agreement, right, with the employers, which says that okay, we won't share the information about the project that we are working on, and we won't share it at anywhere. But going forward, that is not the case. You can share or disclose your involvement with any organization through the part of offer letter. That is one change. And second thing was the benefits or the perks which a full-time employee was just they were enjoying, right? Like PF, gratuity, medical insurance. These benefits are extended to a contract employee. So that is something, again, a social security factor that comes into the picture if you want to explore as a freelance employee, or in any form of gig economy or be a part of the gig economy. So that is one framework that is going to give you the legal protection, because earlier we were doubtful, right? Okay, should we be part of this project? Will they pay the money? Is it legitimate? Now you have all these legal frameworks to support you and to identify the right gig jobs that you want. So that is one thing about the legal protection that you're getting. So right now, I just want to ask you one question. So the guys that you are here now, so are you guys currently working, not working? What is the status? I mean, so that we can frame our conversations also accordingly, and even take up questions that you have, and even address the concerns that you have. So yes, we have people saying that pursuing graduation, most are students. Okay, so you guys are pursuing graduation right now. Okay, got it. So, guys, as you are currently not working, so how people actually migrate to other countries, right? For example, countries like they are going to countries like UK, Canada, or US. These countries, why do they go? Is that while studying, they can also earn some money, right? And that was one of the major challenge that we faced as Indian students. I mean, even when I was in college, I wanted to do this, but I don't know the right platform. There was no proper guidance for me, or even the right understanding is not there. I mean, there were a lot of scams that is happening in the market, right? I mean, you're not sure whether this is the right platform or right company to apply or to be part of. Um, so right now, what I'm trying to convey to you was that, I mean, right now, your rights, your wages, your total identity as a worker is protected now. So as college students pursuing something, you can always do that. Now, let's go to the second part: how to identify the right gig work for you, because you must have came across a lot of data entry jobs, right? I mean, that is something you must have commonly came across as an ape. And enter this much data, you will get this much amount of money. But see, that is very old-fashioned, old-school idea. Right now, the market have changed. Um, I'll tell you situation where, I mean, see, in the current company where I was working, there are students who did internship, got converted to full time. There are freelancing people working in their different capacities towards technology side, towards business side, towards revenue generating side. So now let's explore these three sides. As in one, the business or the marketing side, or the product management, project management, the business role side. Second, the revenue generating side, sales, pre-sales, post-sales, and generating revenue, and one part of the technical rules as well. So as college students or as pursuing different courses at this time, I'm quite sure that you must have developed interest towards some field, right? I mean, I could see even UPSC aspirants are here. So even I'll tell you ways where these kind of, I mean, people who are preparing for government exams can also be part of this gig economy, while, I mean, doing something towards maybe an NGO or a social security, or even for corporates. And the other students who are pursuing maybe an MBA, who can be part of the marketing team, either the digital marketing team or the revenue generating marketing team, which is towards the sales side. Or, I mean, if you're pursuing tech related courses like engineering, or if you're upskilling for data analyst, AI, ML, cloud. Yes, I mean, one data analyst here. Yes, Shanda. So yes, I mean, in case if you are in any of these fields, there are ways which you can actually explore. For example, let's take the situation of a marketing person. So in terms of marketing person, you can be a part of the gig economy in two manners. I mean, in a simple ways, in two manners. One, you can be part of organizations or agencies in terms of a freelancer or a contract employee. That is one way. Second way, you can build your own portfolio and portray yourself as somebody who do personal branding. I mean, I know there are leaders out there in the market who are looking out for people to handle their social media account, especially their LinkedIn account. Somebody who can actually come out with engaging posts. So in case if you are into marketing segment, you don't need to be part of any particular companies. You can reach out to these high net worth individuals, and you can check with them whether they are looking for somebody to manage their social media account and personal branding. That is something that you can always explore. That is one. Now let's look at if you are into data analytics or any kind of analytics field. You can be part of small bootstrap companies. You can help them out there in terms of their analytic operation. That is one way. Second way, how you can help out these, again, high net worth individuals, is to help them or build them calculators, or build them ways to actually uh, 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 build them ways to actually identify their expense or divide their days. So these kind of strategies can be adapted. Or even you can be part of projects, or even you can explore remote internship opportunities that is out there. Or in case, I mean, if you are interested, you can always reach out to big companies, because they are always looking out to outsource their projects. So these are the ways that you can explore if you're studying and if you want to earn money or if you want to get that early learning. Or now let's take that you are a student uh, who is just learning data analytics, right? I mean, and not confident about it, but want to be part of the corporate system. So what you can do is you can be part of marketing or sales team, then slowly taking up their operations work or shifting to that field. That is also something feasible for you. So now let's look at engineering folks. So I mean, for engineering students, there is a lot of scope that is there in the market because can we do BCA and after that MBA? Yes, definitely you can do BCA and MBA. You can always, I mean, for example, when we hire for product managers, right, we always look for that combination, an engineering or a technological background plus an MBA. So yes, you can do in that manner, and you can work as a product manager, a project manager, and even you can own the product categories. There are a lot of options that you have. I'm a freelance editor, but I don't know how to connect with people. So guys, see, I mean, now there are uh, uh, portals that you can reach out to. But the first one I would suggest always for you guys is LinkedIn. As in, like if you are part of the social circle, how we maintain our Insta account, you need to have a LinkedIn account that showcase your professionalism or your professional side. So why do you want that? Because that showcase, okay, this person can add value. I mean, that speaks for yourself. It's your digital footprint. So you need to have a very good LinkedIn account. That is one platform that you should be active on. You should follow the right crowd in LinkedIn, recruiters, managers, or bootstrap companies, so that you will get to know about the opportunities that they have. Uh, I mean, within their companies, whatever opportunities that they have, you will get to know about it. I recently joined LinkedIn. Yes, I mean, see, it's not a Naukri where you just join, you just add the details and you leave it there. See, that is not the case how LinkedIn works. Once you join LinkedIn, ensure that you are active. As in, I mean, you can be active in multiple ways. One, you can reach out to your college alumni, right? I mean, they must be working somewhere. You can create a good network with alumni. That is one. Second thing, you need to identify people who are constantly posting about job opportunities or opportunities in the market. Third, you need to follow people in your segment, as in whichever sector. For example, an analyst. You need to follow few analysts who are maybe industrial leaders, influencers, or who have something to say about it. See, always, I mean, if you ask me how to use LinkedIn, whether through an app or a website, the answer is very simple. If you look at our internet usage, our application usage is comparatively higher to a web usage. So that means that always having the LinkedIn app will help you. Because I mean, like how you go to a Facebook or a Instagram, you can, or even an Amazon, similar manner you can use LinkedIn, and it will become more of another social media for you, and you will get to used to it. That is an added advantage if you have the app. So yes, I mean LinkedIn is that one platform you need to be very much active on. And I mean, how to attract these people? You should do projects. You should do projects, and then these projects you should be publishing in LinkedIn. Ask for endorsement. Ask for recommendation over LinkedIn. These ways you can add value to your LinkedIn account and always be active. I mean, post one or the other things or engage with others post. You can do reposts just like Insta. So you can be active on LinkedIn in that manner. Then you can even I mean, customize as in what kind of job that you're looking for. And see, one of the most misconception is gig working in the market as a compromise in your job or an adjustment, temporary adjustment that you're doing. But see, the world have changed, and right now gig work, or I mean, not having a full-time job is okay. I mean, as long as you're earning enough money or an equal amount, that is what you would have earned if you're doing a full-time job. So, I mean, it's a way of designing how you want to work. It's no longer a compromise, but Now you have the option and you can decide, okay, hey, I don't want to be full-time associated with any organization, or hey, I'm a student, I need to find my own pocket money, or hey, I want to have enough projects in my bag so that once I complete the course, I can easily land in a job. I'll have an added advantage. Or I mean, I want to be an entrepreneur, so I need that industry learning. Or I mean, let's take that I'm pursuing government exams, so this is something you can get you that money as well. So now, BSc, MSc in zoology, completed my B.Ed. I'm a teacher in school, but new things I can learn and generate income. See, if you are a teacher, let's take that there are different e-learning platforms, right, where you can go and teach the students. I mean, they'll charge you per hour. So that is one way you can explore. Second, you can start your own blog, your own YouTube account, or your own website where you can give guidance to students, right? I mean, that is one way. And third way is you can reach out to platforms where even students are looking out for support in terms of completing their projects, assignment. So you can reach out to these agencies, especially content writing agencies. They are especially, I mean, during the period of that project time, right, from March to June, they will be looking at teachers or students who can actually do projects. So that is one other way that you can earn money. So there are multiple channels now. Even if you're a teacher, now it's no longer a conservative field. Uh, can I do a BCA after that MBA? Yeah, as I've mentioned, Priya Kumari, BCA after MBA is always good because you are having that technological background plus you are having the business background. So roles like product managers, project managers, all these roles, you will have a competitive advantage. Or I mean, once you move to that, I mean, even if you pursue technology, for example, if you, even if you become an analyst, or even if you become any kind of, I mean, a cloud engineer or anything, an MBA will help you to grow in your ladder, as in you can become a manager, such kind of ones. And guys, you ask your questions, because rather than just making it a session where I dump you information, if you ask me questions, I can give you the information that you guys want, rather than just pushing information with you guys. Done shorthand and I've done typing speed of where should I use my typing skills. See, when it comes to typing skills, again, you need to mix it up with anything. Or embassies, right? Embassies are looking for people who have good typing speed. Company secretaries, these CA firms, all these people are looking for typing speed. And even if you are good at content writing, you can actually write more content in case if you're creative plus have that typing speed. Can I start my own coaching? What is the success rate of vlogs? See, your own coaching you can start definitely, but if you have to start something, you have to have a portfolio, right? Vibha Verma. So you need to have a portfolio. So first thing that you need to do is a portfolio building, and that portfolio building is what decides, okay, whether it would be successful or not, because we have influencers in multiple platforms, right, who came overnight, maybe with two three contents they were able to get into the market. And we have people who have came in a very calculated manner. They know what content they are going to create, what is their strategy, what is the kind of video, so and what kind of portfolio they have to speak about a certain thing. So you need to build that portfolio. Yes, I mean, there is high success rate definitely in any career if you are good. So Vibha, and explore the right platform according to the content that you're planning to come out with. Completed my graduation, preparing for banking exams. What can I do related to banking? See, do an analytics course that can actually make your job easier. So that means that you can do better calculation, better analytics when it comes to your banking data. That is one way you can do. And when you say banking exam, in case if you are getting into the sales side of things, you can do a marketing course that is also going to give you an idea about how to be a better salesperson, or a relationship manager, or any such kind of post. Or even, I mean, you can majorly I would suggest Excel or an analytic course if you are pursuing anything related to banking. Money, actually, being student cannot spend enough money for buying courses. So guys, there is no need to buy courses. In fact, Not always you need to buy courses, I would say. There are time where you need to buy courses, but let's take that you are talking about simple skill set. Let's take like Viba, who want to be an influencer, or somebody who wants to be a coaching or a coach. You can have multiple YouTube videos. There are a number of platforms that provide soft skill training, right, which is always free of cost in many platforms. Now, when it comes to hard skills, there are platforms in the market that you can explore for free. For example, I mean, let's take that you're confused what to follow. I would say take a basic course from most of the e-learning platform. They have their free session with basic courses. Take that up and see whether that is something of your interest, or go through the curriculum or understand the academic structure, then take an informed decision. So if you're taking an informed decision, spending some money is also fine, but there are other platforms that you can always search for free courses as well. About internship, how to get it? See, internship, it depends upon which field. Let's take, I mean, you are from in technology, or you are from business. Let's take in a generic manner. So internship, go to platforms like internshala, right, where you can upload your profile there for internship. These are platforms specialized for internship. That is one way to do it. Second way to do it is, see, I do receive mails from students stating that I would like to be part of your team in case if there is an internship opportunity. I mean, see, there can be opportunities where I can connect, but there are times where, okay, I mean, there won't be anything that would be relevant for that person. But always that reach out to people active on the industry is another way to find. I mean, through social media, through their email, I mean, dropping an email to their inbox. So these ways you should reach out to people, be active on platforms. Again, LinkedIn is one platform where people, recruiters will come and post, or even talent acquisition executives will come and post. The TAs would post, the HRs would post that, okay, or even the managers would post that they are looking out for these kind of talent. So be active on these platforms. Go to your alumni network, check with them whether you can do an internship there. So you have these many options. You need to be a bit active when you're searching. Now, BSc cannot decide what to do after government job, MBA, joining. See, after BSc, I don't know what. I mean, Priya, I'm not sure which BSc you're doing. So let's take BSc Computer Science that you're doing. In that case, it totally depends. I mean, do you like to be part of a government structure, or do you like to be part of a corporate structure? That is what is you need to decide. Then you need to plan your career accordingly, because I mean, if you're planning corporate, see, MBA is something that you can do online as well. We do have multiple options now, so you don't need to be part of a college anymore to do MBA. So BSc, if you're planning to prepare for a government exam, take MBA online also. That is another way you can do things. Then, without having experience as an employee ever, how can I assure to get through LinkedIn? See, there is no assurance, Rita. It's all the right skill set, matching the right opportunity, and that how you search for it. So, how you search for the job without any official employment experience, or as an experience as a employee? So, one, you can do projects, as in, I mean, you can identify problem areas and do projects on the basis of same. You can publish it over LinkedIn. You can send it to leaders, HRs, tech leaders, marketing leaders, whichever freelancing that you're planning to do. Mention them, hey, I have done this project. I mean, do you think I'll have an opportunity there? Or that is what you need to add in your CV. So in CV, what is required is live experience is required. Even you can upskill with platforms. There are a number of e-learning platforms there. Even the session is conducted by Physics Wala. These kind of platforms are there. You can reach out to bootstrap companies stating that, hey, right now I'm looking to gain some experience. I can support you with lesser financial or monetary benefit, or nil. Gain some experience, then you can officially look out. If you are a student, there are these ways right now, and there are platforms also like Upwork, Fever. There are multiple platforms also that you can actually look. My graduation in economics, geography. So which skill I should work on? See, guys, first, once you are pursuing a course, right, there are two ways you can, or in fact, there are multiple ways now. You don't need to limit your aspiration to a geography or an economics, right? You can upskill and shift to any field. You can now take up data analytics, AI, ML. All you need to do is that background learning. That is all needed. So I mean, let's take that you are planning for economics again. Analytics skill is something that is going to help you out. So I mean, yeah, that is one way to proceed. And just after completing my MSc in mathematics, private university, aptitude trainer, preparing for government jobs, 2 years. See, Rima Biswas, I want to tell you something. I totally understand that that you can have that anxiety in your mind. That's completely fine. See, that is what I'm trying to exactly break here. What I'm trying to tell you is education is no longer a traditional field. You have e-learning platforms with which you can actually be a soft skill trainer. Even you can come out with your own courses and publish it in Udemy. Do you know that you can do that actually? So that is some ways you can do. Even you can work with e-learning platforms, or even you can start your own. So there are multiple ways to earn money. Or even in social media, you can actually act yourself as somebody who can act as a coach. So you can do these things, Rima. I hope. In case if you have further doubts, you can always ask me. Ruchika mentioned that graduation in economics and geography. Yes, we have spoken about it. Either do an analytics course, or if you have other interests, you can change your field also. Or as you are from economics background, you can take up courses like CA, CMA. Those options are also there. BSc zoology, see again. So if you're planning to see, guys, so if you are telling that you're studying in zoology and you want to pursue something in zoology itself, that's what I'm. See, the one way that you can do is you can. One thing you can let it be economics, let it be geography, let it be. I mean, such kind of fields as in botany, zoology, geography, economics. So if you are telling me that you want to pursue in the same level of interest and don't want to follow the traditional path of teaching, or you don't want to be part of that structure, I mean, there are ways where you can be part of different marketing content agencies who are looking for subject matter experts. You can be part of e-learning platforms who are looking for subject matter expert. You can join them as trainers. You can even do, as I've mentioned, do projects for other students and be a part in that manner. I'm looking for anchoring and any voiceover kind of jobs. So, Sandhya, when it comes to anchoring or voiceover jobs, I would say you should be active on Instagram. One reason is that is where the platform where we find these kind of professionals, or I would say the ones who follow the creative field. So you should be active on those platforms, send the right connects, try to connect with them, even go for shows, go for events. That is one way you can do that. Third year of college, preparing for UPSC. See, preparing for UPSC, either you can just see, preparing for UPSC means that you have to spend 5 to 8 hours of your day with UPSC itself, in case if you are aspiring for that. So I would say right now we are in college, so you have your college education going on plus UPSC going on. That means that you should focus on these both now. And in case if you're thinking that, okay, let me prepare for 3 years and write UPSC, then you can take up maybe an MBA, or you can take up other upskilling like AI, ML, or data analytics. so that in case if UPSC won't work out, you can always explore these fields as well. Which specialization is in demand in MBA? See, I would say that everything has its own demand. There are always field like marketing and HR where the people who are getting hired is comparatively more in the market comparing to maybe a logistic or an operations person. HR and marketing is one field, a large volume of hiring will go. Then the next would be then I mean I would say primarily it will go to sales, then HR and marketing. Then maybe an operations, supply chain, logistic. It would go in that pattern. But again, what is your passion? Which field, which industry that you want to be part of? Everything matters when it comes to choosing a field of education. So doing MBA will. So we have a question. Are all private job risky? See, every job is risky. There is nothing like an. Let's take a government job, right? I mean, what is not risky about it? Let's take the current situation of US, where US government asks people to voluntarily retire, right? And they would pay some of amount to them, and they are letting go of the service. And in government also, majority of the hirings are happening in contract. And government jobs, I mean, I don't know why we should have that mindset because we are limiting ourselves. And see, government job security is there, but do you think there is agility that is there in a corporate world? Or, I mean, I would say that work life balance or work life style or the crowd is different. So, I mean, similar risk is there in all the fields now. And if you have skill set in be it in any field, you don't need to be concerned about the same, about the job security. You just have to be part of the right sector, right technology or right skill set, plus you should be having that confidence also. B farm student, what skill set you should work on? See, I mean, it depends upon what do you want to become, Samin. So, Samin Sheikh, if you want to become something in B farm itself, identify ways to add knowledge there. But if you're looking at, no, I mean, I want to explore other fields, then again, you have to follow your interest. Where should I do data analytic course? See, I mean, that totally depends upon you. How much money you have, how much time you have, what kind of are you planning to do it offline or online? All these factors would be coming into picture. So I'm not sure about what your condition is. So take all these factors into consideration, Anishka, as in. As in, I mean, do you have time to go to a college and learn it, or do you want to do it in a flexible manner from an online? Again, in online, do you want it in a fixed session, or you want that recorded version? Or again, I mean, you don't have that much money. I want to do it from maybe get an understanding from platforms like YouTube or the basic courses. So it totally depends upon your convenience. Right now, guys, I mean, that is something you guys are a fortunate generation in terms of having a choice of convenience as well. That is something, I mean, right now, even I am enjoying that fruit. That choice of convenience is something that is there, Anishka. So choose according to your convenience, I would say, and choose according to where you want to land. Mushta is mentioning that she is already a freelance teacher of math. To have to take it to next level, so you can, I mean, either, I mean, you can become an influencer, you can write your own content, you can start your own blog, so that more companies will call you, more students would be attracted to you. So that is one way you can get your personal branding plus that extra amount. So if you're just doing freelance editing, Tanya Kumari, you can rely on LinkedIn, yes. You can reach out to marketing agencies. They are looking out for students or freelance workers or gig workers which they can use. So, see, in case if you guys want to pursue anything in content writing, um, Marketing agencies are another option that you can always utilize. Mern Stack Course, Apache. How can I do remote work? See, that's what I mentioned, Ramya. It's not just about adding skill set. One, apply your skill set to through projects. Second thing, reach out to people. Be active on LinkedIn. Actively reach out to people because it's also about networking. See, guys, even if you have the most top skill set that is required for a role, if you don't have the right networking, you will never find that job, right? I mean, it's like we have the best product in the market. There is no marketing we are not doing. We are not doing any advertisement. How do you think that it will reach to the people? In the job market, your CV, your LinkedIn ID, you as a person, your knowledge, all these act as a personal branding for you. BSc microbiology graduate. Should I enter into corporate sector or into IT? I mean, when you say microbiology, when you say corporate, I believe what you meant is corporates like Biocon or pharma industry, or should you get into IT? See, that totally depends upon your interest. For example, if you are an analyst, you have choice across the industry, right? You don't have an industry barrier. You can be an analyst in a hospitality industry, a tech industry, a pharma industry, anywhere. But if you are pursuing something which is very niche or into pharma industry, what you need to realize is that you should be of that top skill. Plus, you have limited options to jump across. For example, somebody working in TCS can move to another 100 companies. But when it comes to pharma, it's more of a niche field. And if you are getting into, again, a niche career field, then you have to be very careful and see what kind of package that you're landing in. You have to take those into consideration. Yeah, Tanya, as I've mentioned, you can rely on LinkedIn and you can reach out to marketing agencies to get more work in terms of the editing jobs. Working in corporate due to some health issue. I'm looking for remote job. Aisha, you are not the only one that is in the market who is going through that. You are not alone in this situation. So Aisha, don't worry. First of all, you have multiple options. One option that you can do is, you can even choose for full-time remote opportunities. That is one option. Second option, you can actually do freelancing. I'm not sure where you were working in corporate or what field. If you can specifically mention what field you are in corporate, I can tell you what kind of gig works or extra income that you can earn and won't have a career break. Vibha, this is my last doubt. That's okay, Vibha. You can ask more. We can make a website through which we can make and sell handmade products. Interested people can contact us through that website. So, Vibha, I'm currently part of Haptik, okay? And Haptik have this product. Or, I wouldn't want to advertise my company itself as there are competitors also in the market. Chat 360, AI Sensei, other companies are also there in the market through which SMBs and MSMEs can sell their products through WhatsApp. That is one way of selling it. All you need to have is a lead base. So how you can do that is, you can even start your handmade products, right? I have seen a lot of pages in, especially in Instagram, where people comes out with handmade products or the locally made ones. All these products we can see there. You can sell it in Amazon, Vibha. Then you can definitely start a website of your own. But again, if you are not that tech freak, it's going to be some work, or you need some external support to ensure the best UI UX experience. So I would say you should actually rely on platforms that is already existing, and definitely that is something you should utilize, Vibha. You can sell your products in Instagram, you can sell your products in Amazon. You can get a GST certificate now. It's not something that is very difficult these days. Minakshi asked, she is a BA Economics graduate, postgraduate diploma in computer application, civil service she is pursuing. She is learning Japanese language. So, see, you have multiple options here, Meenakshi. You have mentioned that you have completed computer application, right? So you can take up tech projects. That is one. You mentioned that you're preparing for civil service, right? So you can be part of edtech platforms where they are helping, where they want subject matter experts to clarify students' doubt, right? That is where you can apply your one knowledge. Economics, you can do the same thing. Japanese language, there are companies that are looking out for people who can translate. For example, my Overgo is recently looking out for somebody who can work in Arabic and Spanish. So when Indian companies have their marketing in Japan or their vice versa version, they want somebody always to act as that bridge. You can be that. And do you know that? I mean, embassies actually require somebody who knows, who are bilingual. Japanese is something that you can apply there. So now there are about 5 to 6 ways actually you can work. Then we have, I'm a 3D modeler, creating 3D models for renovation purpose, graduate in civil engineering. See, you can partner with these startups, bootstrap companies who are trying to find areas to get better experience, or who cannot afford a project, or who cannot afford an employee but who can afford maybe projects. You can reach out to them. That is one way. Showcase your projects definitely in I would say LinkedIn and Insta. That is two ways you can attract people. So I would say those are ways you can actually explore. Even you can reach out to these big companies out there in the market who are hiring also. Komal Tiwari, again a bilingual person, French and Spanish. So you have option in corporate as translators, as support persons, or multiple vacancies are there, French and Spanish, and you know two languages. Plus, you can actually teach these languages in multiple platforms. Then, Komal, you can even, I would say, try in embassies. Um, Data analytics course from YouTube. So Anushka, you if you have done that course from YouTube, you can either formally go with a platform, get a certification, or you can do own projects and share it in platforms like LinkedIn. Priya Kumari, I'm not part of Physics Wala. That is something that you need to reach out to them. So I'm part of Geo Haptik, which is a generative AI SaaS organization. I'm working as an assistant manager of the talent acquisition team there. So I'm not part of an edtech company. Physics wala, you need to ask them to better get idea on the job factor. Agricultural graduate preparing. See, I mean, now we are preparing for an exam, so it totally depends upon what do you want to become. Do you want to spend more time for maybe getting something corporate or something side gig that you can explore? So it totally depends upon you. So any other doubts, anyone? Because in case if you guys don't have doubts, I will just quickly summarize our entire conversation. So we had multiple category of people whom I had an interaction. One, they were people who are preparing for government exam. Second, there are students who are pursuing course. Third, we are looking at the creative people. Fourth, there was a chunk of analyst and uh, then we had these technology folks. There are agencies, as I've mentioned, who are looking out for external support. Project to project, they will help you place. There are these digital transformation agencies. There are these agencies that need that extra hand. There are bootstrap startup companies that need. those helps. There are individuals who are looking out for help. So you can explore in all these fields. Then, I mean, be more aware about your rights. So once the person who contacts you give you details, you can ask them questions. Say, when is I'm getting my offer letter? What is the agreed rate? What is the term of the contract? All these things, go through it. Even if you are a gig employee, now they have to sign a contract or share a letter with you. Be aware of your rights. Be aware of the changes that is happening. Be active on platforms, do active reach out, and um, build an impressive CV, create the right networks. Yeah, final question, Akansha. 5-7 ways to type a type of income generation in online. See, as I've mentioned, you can earn income through um, working as a freelancer. You can earn income through working as a contract employee. You can earn income through starting your own pages. See, one easy way I'll tell you, Kansha. There are these hardware and software companies who are looking for channel partners. As in, I mean, for example, they want to sell their product or service in a particular city. You can take I mean, like how we have these KFCs, McDs, you can actually take, be a channel partner. You can sell their product or service and you can earn a certain amount of money through that. So, guys, I think I have addressed all the challenges that you guys are facing. And, guys, I mean, as I've mentioned, always be very much active on LinkedIn. Uh, Follow the right people, get the right networks, and that is going to actually help you land in the right ways. And please understand that this gig money is not something limited to while you are studying, or don't think or consider it as a side income. I have reached out to people who have mentioned to me, hey, Arjun, I mean, I don't want a full time role because the gig money or the freelancing money is enough for them. This is my LinkedIn account. Feel free to follow me over LinkedIn. Share, even shoot your questions there. So wonderful to meet you, meet you all. I hope I have sorted most of your questions. And guys, always remember, share and create a very strong CV. When I say CV, make sure that it is personalized. Don't think that, okay, I can create one CV and share it with any job, apply for any job. Ensure that the CV that you're creating is a very personalized one. And all the very best, guys. I hope this was helpful for someone at some point, or it will help you at some point. And all the very best.